YouTube. Hello ladies and gentlemen. Right, I'm gonna do a fragrance review today, or talk to you about a fragrance from the house of Nishane. And I know loads of people have spoke about this, but I want to get my 2 cents in as I own it. So I want to talk about it a little bit. I'm going to show you the presentation, the box. So this is not a first impressions because I've had it for a while, like I say. So right, I'm going to get straight into it. Right, coming from the house of Nishane, this is Annie. Comes in a sleeve. These are beautifully boxed. They are. That I call that the horse rider. And then put it out like so. You got your postcard in an envelope there. Right, when you pull it out, I would not lean this forward because the bottle you'll see in a sec, it ain't a snug fit. So if you lean it forward like that and you ain't got your fingers around it, it's gonna drop, period. So you just got that. Put it over there. You got semi-busties. I'll show you that in a sec. Let me just get to the card. Look, in every single one of these you get, look at that, you got the notes at the bottom. I will read you them in a second. Let me just put it over there. And then it looks like laying in a bed of silk. Obviously it ain't real silk, I wouldn't have thought, but look, and you see, look, it's loose. So if you, that'll just drop. And now these bottles, they really are nice looking. They look so good in your collection. Look, and then you've got the little horse rider, look, you can see him through that. And then the cap. And these caps, they have got some serious weight to them. That's another thing as well. I don't know if it's just my bottle, but it's not a snug fit either. So I would not dare pick this up from the cap because you are asking for trouble big time. So yeah, so that's the cap. It's a bit of a metal weighty cap with a plastic insert. I'll show you the atomizer in a minute, and I don't know if there's a problem with my one, but we'll get to that. I'm going to read you the notes if you don't already know them. So you got top notes of bergamot, green notes, blue ginger, pink pepper. You got black currant, Turkish rose and cardamom. And then you have patchouli, cedarwood, vanilla, benzoin, ambergris and musk sandalwood. Right, I'm going to give you a spray of this and then I'll let you know what I get from it. But look at this sprayer, look, I'll show you. It's like a short puff of mist. And I don't know if it's just my atomizer on this bottle, but like for one, they're not pressurised atomizers. For two, did you see me hold it at an angle? This one, if I spray it like that, it tends to fire down. So I always end up getting juice on the bottle. So if I want to spray it perfectly, I have to hold it at an angle. But anyway, I don't know if that's just my bottle, but that is what happens to mine anyway. But yeah, anyway, so on the initial blast, you get hit with a strong, zesty ginger note with the pepper straight out the gate. Then you can detect that vanilla. You really can. I'm going to say this, and I don't mean this in a bad way or anything. The initial blast is strong, and then give it 5 or 10 minutes and it just does dial down a little bit. Then you can start to detect the cardamom, the black currant. I picked it up a little bit, like it's not up forward, so to speak. It really isn't. But all the way through the life of the fragrance, you can detect that vanilla. And then later on in the dry down, It is all about the vanilla to me. Anyway, that's what happens on my skin. But all in all, this is just a beautiful sort of creamy, vanilla-y, sandalwood, oriental, warm, spicy fragrance. I think they said, I don't know if there's amber in the note breakdown, but I can detect it. I don't know if that's oriental notes, but anyway, I'm going off track here. Right, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the performance. It's an extractor parfum, which is obviously a higher oil concentration. I get a good solid 2 hours of projection, but I always do about 7 to 8 sprays with this. Even with the stronger fragrances, I do 7 to 8 sprays. I get a good solid 2 hours of projection, a good arm's length. And then when you're walking by people, like the sillage is crazy. People will detect it and pick it up. There's no doubt about it. So yeah, about 2 hours of solid projection. It dials down a little bit, not close, but it dials down probably to a foot and a half. And then it'll stay like that for the next couple of hours. Then it draws in even more. I think probably on me, if I'm not spraying it on clothes, just on skin, by the 5 or 6 hour mark, it is closer to the skin, and in about the 8th hour mark, it is then the skin scent, and all I'm detecting is vanilla. But it is like a creamy, smooth vanilla. If you spray it on clothes, it's obviously going to last longer. That's a given. Straight up unisex. That initial blast, I think, might not put off, but some females might find it a bit punchy because of that ginger and that pink pepper. But if you can get past the that first initial blast, you're going to love this fragrance. So yeah, I think it's strictly unisex. I really do. I reckon it'll wear well on a woman and it'll wear great on a bloke. It wells well on me, I believe. But yeah, so I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about Nishane's Annie. This is obviously a 100 ml bottle. Do I think it's worth the price? I do. I really do. They have a good selection of fragrances in this house. I have tried 4, I believe, and I went with this one. Obviously, there's more to try. But yeah, anyway, I'm just waffling on. I just thought I'd give you my sort of input on Nishane's Annie. Do I think it's a great pickup? Definitely. And it looks great in your collection as well, like the beautiful square bottles. And the weight of that cap. It is really nice. It is really nice. Anyway, I appreciate your time. And thank you for watching. Remember, people, smelling good is always a pleasure and never a chore. If you liked the video, like. If you dislike. If you've got a comment, if you've tried it, let me know. Tell me what you think about it. I'd like to hear your opinions on it as well. Yeah. But yeah, anyway, I'll see you on the next one.